Hello to all my friends, foes, followers. First of all, fuck the foes, right? It's like, no. Hello, it is your host, Jam with Camel, Jamal Childs. And today I'm giving a podcast update. At this point, I want to call it a developer update because it's more than a podcast, it's me. Past 3 months, I haven't uploaded. The last upload I did was with my good friend Isaac. And we talked about men's mental health and psychology. It's interesting from that time to now how much not only have I learned, oh God, my boss just messaged me. Ooh, live action interruption. He's just said, hi, Jamal. Guess what? Have you seen the edits? Yes, I did see her edit. In our meeting, please. Because I don't want to talk about that right now. He said yes. We'll talk about that in the meeting. Okay, but yeah, between the past couple months, men's mental health in general. Mental health will be a never-ending debacle, just like how the food industry isn't going anywhere. Mental health will always be one of these things. And between that time and now, I lost a friend very dear to me. I don't even want to like go into that. I don't even want to open that gate at this point, but I really want to dedicate an episode to him. This is a developer update. I'm not losing track. This is a developer's update. But yeah, between that time, I lost a friend, and his mental health had a lot to do with where he was and the decisions he made. And ultimately, he's no longer with us, but his spirit does live on. I want to do something highlighting some of his work. Originally, I wanted to record an episode or a series of episodes reading his book, but if you've read his book, all of that doesn't need to be, propagated. We can share the stuff that was meant to uplift people, and that's what I want to do. In right respect, I spoke with his family, but everyone else was for it. His mother wanted me to leave his name out of it. I think she thought that, as far as the podcast goes, that like it would be like everyone else is where we set up a camera and we go around in a circle. This is where my podcast is different. This is where my work is different because the audio base allows me to be truly authentic. I don't have an image to sell. The people that listen to this are feeling the real me. Of course, yes, you could see the real me, but something about the video also entails like selling an image, and I'm not here to sell anything. This is a developer's update. Over the past 4 months, I also graduated college, finished with my bachelor's of science in health science. Over the summer, I worked for an amazing TV company. I learned a lot about production, editing, sound quality, media, just all around. And then transitioned into my new position at a non-for-profit where I do a lot of research and diplomacy, delegation stuff, organizing meetings and writing agendas. Something I should be getting to now, but I'm taking my break because the kid works from home. Say I ain't blessed. I am blessed. So blessed. What they say? I'm so blessed like God heard me sneeze. Whatever that means. But, moving forward with this developer's update, I'm going to share with you guys that I'm working on new decals, logos for the website, all the digital stuff, the affirming. If you're watching this, it probably still says, what is it? Conversations with the Camel. The new name will be Camls.Convoy. So I've been operating under the Curious Camel for the past 2 years, and I don't think I'm curious anymore. I've grown and changed, evolved a lot over the past few years. I'm not so much curious. I'm actually confident in what I know and where I stand. So it's more about the convoy, the group of people that I've met and worked with over these past few years, and we move together. That's the cool thing about a convoy. There's no real leader. We all just doing our thing. I'm pretty sure convoys have leaders, but you guys get the idea. Some more news. The merch. We have merch, man. This was one of my biggest dreams. I've always wanted to do this, and being able to like just open so many doors made me so happy to create merch. If you know me, if you really know me, I made merch when I was in high school, but I wasn't too confident back then. Wasn't really sure as of how I would get that stuff done. But, lo and behold, I kept all of that, like, what's the word? What's the word? I'm not gonna try to find the word. Everything I created in high school, I kept it intact so that I could recreate it. And that was a year process of sketching and painting and editing. Only to come to find out that people really like the original shit. So I spanned my wheels for a little bit, but in all that time, became a better artist. But we have merch. So I'm working on the website so that people can just click these things. I don't have to do everything from the trunk of my car or Instagram DM. People can literally just, order that online. That's the next goal, honestly. Developer update. We have more episodes coming. I have so much content, but I just don't want to edit it. It's like editing is really fun in my mind, but I actually don't want to be the person to do it. If I could hire an editor, I would. I would. But we're not there yet. So, yeah, it looks like I'm going to be figuring this out. Along with the merch, though, this stuff has been selling. Like, I'm so grateful for not just the support, but the genuine interest in what I create. Be it the podcast, be it the clothes, the paintings, the fact that people are actually interested means a lot to me. But as far as episodes go, we'll have more episodes. We're gonna have. Ooh, almost burped. I'll have to edit that. Yes. Or I'll just leave it because that was the whole point. Like, I don't like editing. I tried to edit something for y'all and it just like turned into whatever. I don't really like editing. So, the rawness. If you heard me burp, it's because I'm a real person. Yes, I exist. I'm not a robot. Okay, but yeah, there will be more episodes revolving around. I'm gonna get into some more like typical stuff. I definitely want to do an episode on what happened to all the Forex people. Getting to the point where I want to do a gender wars episode. I never really cared for gender wars, but at this point, I'm going to address it because it's apparent. And not saying it as if I have all the answers, but if people say we need to have this conversation, it's about time we have this conversation. How about we fucking comprehend something? All these conversations and no comprehension, no like internal understanding, just locomotion, just continual movement. After having, we need these conversations. Like, god damn. Let me stop harping on people. But yeah, so, and I'll definitely have more interviews. I already have like people lined up. It just comes down to scheduling a date and recording. But, on my own personal episodes, I'll leave that to like 15 minutes. And the interviews will be somewhere between 30 and 40. But yeah, that is everything that's been up with me. Right now I'm working on a few more projects between the merch and paintings, some more designs, and I'm in love with my job, planning my long-term career. This podcast is exactly what it's supposed to be. It is exactly what it's supposed to be. But if you guys want to stay on page with what's going on, my listeners that have Instagram, you can follow the podcast page at the Camls.Convoy. That is the CAMLS.CONVOY. That is Camls.Convoy. CAMLS.CONVOY. This is your host, closing out on the developers update. And I will be happy to talk in front of this mic again.